were you even talking about?
I was talking about living with, like, a group of people.
Oh, in a commune, yeah.
Yeah, low-key a commune. So basically the thing was, right, about communes is I don't want to live with a bum. And the people that...
You've already done that one time, you don't need it the second time.
Right, and the people that like communes...
Tend to be bums.
Yeah. So... But, like...
Not all of them, though.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, the reason why I bring this up is because... Damn. The economics of our country, right? Well, not really the economics, but, like, our housing is so bad that, like...
Living in a commune is the best thing to do right now, because rent is so expensive.
Well,
I don't wanna live without roommates.
I've heard people... Thank you. I've heard people make the joke of, well, polyamory is the, financial solution to the issues that we're having right now. You know what I'm saying? You can't afford housing, then just date 6 people and then live in the same place.
See, why can't I just live with 6 people and not date them, though?
You can, but I was saying that was...
That's too much work for me.
Yeah, I was saying that people were, like, joking about that. I don't know. Bro, low-key people that can, like, actually date, like, 6 people and, like, they're all in a group.
Props to you.
Yeah.
That's hard. I don't have that skill. It was really good. How do you feel about polyamorous people?
I don't know. I don't... It's like... Well, you already know I'm gonna say it doesn't affect me, so I'm not really, like, bothered by it. Or, like, I don't know. It's not that I'm not bothered by it. It's just I don't, like, care. Because I don't really think about it a lot. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Don't get mad at me for saying that. But
I don't think anybody's gonna get mad at you for saying that.
I know. It's the truth. I don't know. It's the internet. But actually, lately, on my channel, I haven't really seen a lot of people, like, get mad at anything I say. But I need to stop, like, thinking about that. Anyway, oh, yeah, I just don't really think about the concept of polyamory because it's not really relevant in my life. So that's why I say I'm not bothered by it, mm-hmm. and that it doesn't affect me. It's like there's nothing for me to be bothered by. Like, I know...
It was relevant in your life at one point, though.
It was, but, like, it's just never something that, a lot of people, I feel like, fulfill. And I was like, the idea of it, I was like, well, mostly it'd be convenient because of the fucking financial distribution of it. Mm-hmm. But then I was like, well, then I just want to live with 6 people.
I was going to say, yeah, love is not finance, though.
Yeah, and
you don't need to fuck all of your roommates in order for that you to have financial gain from it.
Yeah, so like that's what I was thinking. I was like, well, I don't need to do that. Like, I could just live with 6 people, like, in a group, right? But the thing, it's just people that want to do that, they're so enticed by how easy it seems that they end up being a bum and then ruining it for everybody, mm-hmm. right? Because it's like, look, there are only certain benefits you can have to, like, being a small, like, I would consider any group below, like, maybe, like, 20, like, a actual small group of mm-hmm. people to live with.
Yeah.
Right? Because, like, where am I going with this? Oh, if one person has to, like, leave the group, it, like, makes it really hard for, like, the other people, I guess, like, financially. Mm-hmm. But, like, if you're in a group of, like, 20, or, like, maybe, like, 15, or something like that, if one person leaves, it's not, like, the end of the world. Like, mm-hmm. you have a lot of time to, like, you can... I hate saying the word replaceable, because I don't want to feel like it's, like, a easily replaceable person, but also... Well, it's just financially, like, being financially replaceable is...
Yes. Different.
Yeah, that's different, but, like,
I feel like if you're living in a commune, though, those should be, like, your friends. Those should be your buds.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I feel like if people are leaving, though, it's usually because they want to leave, or, in my opinion, I think that you should be able to vote people out of the commune.
I think usually you can.
Yeah.
Like, unless...
That kind of makes sense. It's like an ultimate democracy.
Well, yeah, like... Oh my god, that's actually what it is. Yeah.
Hmm.
But, yeah. The thing is, though, is that, like... I don't know. Like, I feel like people want too much, like, for themselves, and that's why we're... well, that's not the main reason. But it's part of the reason why we're in this dilemma where... we're such a big group of people, like, in the world. Like, there's like 8 billion people now, I think, right? So 8 billion people, and we all want something for ourselves. I don't think that's gonna work, right? I think at some point we're gonna have to, like, share. Sharing is caring, right? You know, it's like all that stuff that they showed us, like, when we were, like, you know, little kids
in elementary school. And
then now we say, hey, well, sharing is caring. And it's like, oh, well, then, you know, you're a commie or whatever. But, you know, but that's the thing about...
But, like, yeah.
Well, like, I mean, I guess, yeah, that is, like, a communist trait. But at the same time, it's like, well, you're saying that whatever your economic preferences means that you don't share.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. You know, that's weird. That's more
it's a selfish mindset.
That's more of a self-report than being like, oh, commie. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But, like, if you're saying that sharing is a communist trait, and you're saying that, like, in hatred, then it's like, well, you're making it true that sharing is exclusively a trait of one economic system. It's like, well,
you were the self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah, it's like, well, you are making that true. I think everybody can share, but if, like, nobody's doing it, then yeah. Anyway, so my point is, like, what you want for yourself more than likely can and will be filled if you have, like, more people in your life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's why the, like, polyamory thing was, like, interesting to me at one point. It's because, well, like, everybody cares about each other. I think that's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, now I think that, you know, romantically, that's not something that would, like, work for me. Just the...
I ain't got the time for that, I'm gonna be honest.
I ain't got the time for that, but also it's much easier to, you know...
focus on one thing.
Well, yeah, because, well, you know how I am in like, groups of people. I can't, like, talk to a whole group at once.
Your
because,
attention is divided.
Yeah, so I can't talk to a whole group of people at once. In groups of, like, 3 or more, I kind of, like, become quieter and then want to do my own thing. But, like, I feel like I would get voted out, like, Among Us. You know what I'm saying? Like, being,
emergency
like,
meeting style.
Yeah, like being kicked out of a commune. It's like literally the same thing. I think that's why.
I don't think you would get kicked out though, because I think too many people would be dependent on you.
Oh yeah.
You have too many skills. I think you would be too useful to the commune to be kicked out.
Yeah. That's funny though. Well, I meant kicked out of the commune, like kicked out of like.
Voted off the island.
Well, in a relationship too, like.
Oh, if it was like a polyamory commune situation.
Yeah, well, that is like probably the worst ever. I'm gonna be real. Like, that's like setting yourself up for failure.
Yeah.
So like,
it happens. It's a thing in Portland.
Polyamorous communes.
Yeah, that's a thing in Portland.
Let's talk about that.
That's a real thing.
I don't know about that.
It's like a stereotype, but also I have like had people talk about how they know polyamory. Like, specifically, it'll be like groups of 6 people who live together, and they're all dating each other, but the group dynamics are all different because, of course, they fucking are. So
it's literally the joke I made earlier.
Yeah.
I didn't know that shit was real.
Yeah, no, that's for real. That's what Portland is, like, known for. Polyamorous and communes.
Did you eat all your food?
Yeah, I scarfed that thing down.
I think I'm talking too much, though.
I don't really have much to say. Like, I just kind of agree with you.
I wish I had, like, a spoon. I'm gonna just grab this with my hands.
Go for it.
Alright.
I was licking my fingers on camera earlier.
Oh.
I don't give a fuck. I was also just really hungry, so I just kind of scarfed that down, so.
It was, like, the 3rd time I've been eating, like, Taco Bell on this channel, too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, anybody that was watching my last video, I paid for these paid for I got these tacos for free because I was nice.
Kindness pays off.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about in the other video. So, like, literally, it kind of goes to show that, like, literally just giving to other people, you will get it back. But, you know, you shouldn't give just to give back, because if you...
That's expectation in return.
Yeah, and I feel like that's a problem with, like,
Giving should be without expectation. Unconditional.
Rest in peace, headphone users. It's probably loud as fuck. Damn, I got cheese on me.
Get cheese, bro.
Get cheesed. I don't know, bro. Like, I've always... Anybody that's known me for a really long time will know that I've always liked the idea of living in, like, a house with my friends. Why? Because, well,
it's cool as
a
fuck.
bigger group of people could afford the one thing, right?
And you have more money to spend on things that you like.
Yeah. So it increases your ability to do, like, stuff for yourself, because, you know, you are giving into the group and everybody else is giving into the group, which means you are having more freedom for yourself as well. But that's actually what I was trying to say this earlier. But, like, I feel like a lot of people that are poor would benefit from not thinking that, oh, it's just I'm unlucky and my life will suck forever. Well, would your life suck forever if you were, like, in a group of other people that also were, like, really unlucky, and you guys had what little you had was put into a group? People that have a little bit more than you would be helping everybody, and it would just be, I feel like it would just be more secure for everybody if they just, like, worked together instead of being like, well, I'm gonna do this so I don't have to live like that anymore. Well, you don't have to live like that anymore
If you don't
if you don't want to. You just have to.
You have to put in the work to find people to be that stable.
Yeah, and, like, that's the thing. I feel like that's an issue with like, I guess, communes in America, because people are so caught up on this, like, idea that everything is about them. You have to see yourself in other people. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like there's not enough of that, and it's like there's so much, like, selfishness and, like, anger and stuff.
Yeah, it's the individualism.
Well, yeah, but, like, yeah, this is why I was saying I think I'm, like, low-key Buddhist, like, not maybe in the religious sense, because I don't really know what the practices are, but I see myself in other people, and I this is coming from the standpoint that I think that, like, Buddhism is low-key just being chill, but we need more people to, like...
It's an acceptance of what is, and, like, an acceptance of change, too. Like, that's kind of what, like, Buddhist beliefs are a lot of, like, acceptance of change is a really big part of it, but also, like, part of the belief system is believing that things are impermanent, and that nothing stays forever, but that is not a bad thing. That is just a reason to cherish them more while they're there.
Yeah, and that reminds me of, like, that's a bruise, damn.
It does make you...
It's, like, yellow.
That's funny.
I'm sorry. Anyway.
It does make you more chill, though, because then when change inevitably does happen to you, you're expecting it and you're ready for it.
Yeah, and
it doesn't turn your world upside down.
I think, like, a lot of people, you know, especially now with, like, the economic crisis and, like, war and everything, like, being here, I feel like more people are beginning to realize, like, how much they took for granted, like, the communities that, you know, that we had, right? And we still have them, but you start to realize that the real issue with these groups is that everybody eventually starts infighting. And why is everybody infighting? Well, what that does is it creates this, like, state of, like,
it's inequality.
Yeah.
People think it's unfair, But the thing is,
well, then make it fair. Like, just quit
make it
fucking
fair.
arguing about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, arguing is just gonna make everybody hate each other.
I think the thing about, like, unfairness in those communes in specific is, like, one person is putting in more work than the other person, but usually the person who is not putting in as much work is the one saying that things are unfair. Like, it's a weird dichotomy, and I feel like the way that you make things fair isn't necessarily by giving that person more things, it's by making that person do more things, but they feel like that is unfair.
Well, what happens, like, let's say you have, like, one beer.
Okay.
Like, one beer every month.
Okay.
Because you can't afford more beer.
Mm-hmm. For real.
I'm sorry, that's, like, a really funny way to put it. Imagine beer. Anyway.
Alcoholic ass take.
Damn. But let's say that, you only have one beer because you can only afford one beer.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden you get the money for more beer,
mm-hmm.
and then you just buy a whole bunch of beer, and then you become an alcoholic, and your life is, like, ruined.
Yeah.
Just because you have the option to do, or I don't know, I guess the option to do more things, right, and give people more freedom, that doesn't mean that you should abuse the freedom that you have,
yes.
right? And I think a lot of people that go into a commune, they think that, oh, well, everything's going to be easy, so I'm just not going to do anything.
Part of accepting help, in my opinion, from people is, like, being grateful that you are accepting it, and, like, accepting the responsibility with somebody giving you something comes with. Like, yes, there should be no expectation to give anything in return, but part of, like, relationships and why they work is reciprocity. Like, if I am giving something, then you are expected to give something back. It doesn't need to necessarily be equal, or even, like, the same thing, but, like,
reciprocating.
I don't know, like, what's an example of this? I mean, like, when we have conversations, we, like, go back and forth. If it's just one person talking the entire time, that's not reciprocal. It doesn't feel like the other person is, like...
That's a lecture.
That's a lecture. You're not getting anything out of that.
Do you see
like,
that scooter?
What is that?
Looks like a Honda.
A guy in a suit.
What the?
I think they're Mormons. I think that's really funny.
Bro's taking the Mormon on a scooter ride.
I have no idea what that is. That's cool. Anyways.
Oh, okay. That's okay. Yeah.
Back to communes.
That's kind of funny. It's like it reminds me of that YouTube video of this dude was he was making the Jehovah's Witness, like, watch him do tricks on a trampoline. I think that's what that guy's probably doing with that Mormon. Anyway.
I wanted to talk about gratefulness.
Gratefulness.
And now we ended up getting back to the topic. I feel like part of it is, I feel like being part of a group is being grateful that people are doing stuff for you, but when you actually feel grateful for something, it means that you are receiving it. And when you receive something, you want to give back. Like, that's like an automatic response that you have, is when you actually take something in and receive it and you appreciate it for what it is. If you are a kind person, then you want to give back to that sort of thing. And if you are ungrateful for the things that you receive, then you just expect more. You expect more out of it because you're not getting it. You're not, like, accepting it truly in yourself, because if you did, then you would give more. It's just, like, it's accepting it as a gift instead of a given. Like, if it is something that is a given and an expectation, then I feel like that's not being grateful for that, because then it's something that you will always have. But that's not really how life works all the time. Like, right now, I'm grateful for strawberries. It's like mid-spring, and God, the strawberries taste fucking good right now. But they don't taste like that always.
Right.
I always feel this way when pomegranates are in season. It's not always like that, but I'm grateful for when it does happen, because I know that it will go away. And that's that, like, Buddhism impermanence thing of, like, enjoying it while you have it. But I think that a lot of people who are ungrateful and expect a lot of things out of people and have that kind of, like, what's the things that we call Karens? Like, when you're expecting something.
Oh, entitled?
Yes,
yeah.
Entitled. when you feel like entitled to something, that is you expecting that it will always be there for you, when that's not always the case.
Yeah.
Like,
the only thing that's actually like there permanently is like yourself, and you have to develop like a sense of self.
Like, if I feel entitled, like, because you're my friend, and I feel entitled, like, well, you're my friend, so you have to do all my car work. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I've had to deal with
You've had to deal with people like that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, is that when they feel that sort of entitlement, they feel like because you're their friend that you should help them, instead of it being a gift that you give.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's why you get a lot of ungrateful people in communes, because they're like, oh, I'm going to go into a commune, they're going to help me with everything, and they're going to do all of my jobs. No. You have to.
I know.
You have to be putting shit into.
I've known people that would say that shit too. Like, they would say exactly that. It's like, well, you're the reason why people think communes are fucking like bad.
Yes.
Right? They're only bad because people think that
people are ungrateful.
They think they're entitled to everything being done for them. No, you still have to work. In every society, you still have to work.
Yes.
In every like living situation, you have to work. And I feel like a commune is more of a living situation. You
have to. I agree with that. I think it's a more living situation, but you have to contribute.
Yeah.
That's the point of it, is that it is shared, but part of sharing is contributing, and part of like. Yes, part of sharing is contributing, and if it's all one person, then that creates power dynamics, and that's how you get in those situations where there are weird dynamics in communes, and there's like...
It's like, well, it's
I always feel
like one sole owner, like, making all the decisions. Like, that's bad.
I feel like communes have... like, communes are weird, because I feel like they all have one person who's, like, unequivocally in charge. Maybe people don't, like, say that they're in charge, and they don't believe that they're in charge, but somebody's in charge. Like, somebody has the most power in the group, because
like,
inequality
you should be
just
able
happens,
to,
but, like...
That makes me think, like, you should be able to, like... When you get a house, you should be able to put it in, like, a whole bunch of people's names instead of one person.
You can.
Oh, okay.
I'm fairly certain you can get it in multiple names. I don't know if there's a limit to that.
I thought it was just, like two people.
I think it's traditionally two people, because that's married people, but you know what? This will be something I'll look up afterwards. Can you get a
Can you get a house with, like, 15 people on the deed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many?
Well, I feel like that would be the best way to, like, get rid of the
It is way harder to get people off a deed, though, to be fair.
Yeah.
Oh, there is no legal limit to the number of names that can be on a property deed.
So, okay, so you can just make communes, right?
Yeah.
By the way, living in a commune and opting for communes, I feel like that's different than communism, because communism is economic system, but living in a commune is just
different.
It's like some people would call it like small scale communism, and I have seen people live in communes and like be okay, but like it's their economic system is still the same. Like, if you live in a commune in America, well, you don't live in communism, you live in a commune in America. Like that's all it is. But like communism is just like that, but like you share capital and like money and stuff too. At least, I don't know.
It would be the whole economic system instead of just 10 polyamorous people living together.
Yeah, and I think that I don't know. I feel like you should at least. I feel like living in a commune shouldn't be seen as like such a like bum ass thing to do, because like, well,
I bet some of them are really awesome.
Well, because like, you know, people in other countries, it's like pretty normal to like still live with your family and like have a generational house, but we don't do that here.
We don't do that here, which I think is weird.
I think we should, because you know well, if you want to talk about like traditional family values or whatever, you could have a traditional family with another family in the same house, or like
you can share a family home.
You could share a family home, right? And that would make it so much easier for, I think, a lot of people to live, because it takes, you know, like I was saying, part of the housing crisis is that everybody wants their own thing. Well, that's not realistic. We should all, well, maybe not all, but I feel like a lot of people could benefit and probably even want to just share things with their friends and family. Right?
I think most people want that.
Most people want that. And, you know, I could go into how, you know, we should have, like, public transportation where everybody Actually, yeah, that would do it too, because public transportation, everybody is with another person. You are interacting with more people on the daily instead of everything being like made for you, like one individual person. That's the issue I have with like car-based infrastructure, is that it bases everything on like one individual person wanting one thing for themselves. That's just
instead of a group.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I agree with you on that.
Like, we need more human-based shit. We need to connect with more people. That's why AI, I think, is such a big thing here. It's because, well, people don't want to connect with other people because that's too hard. It's much easier
but that's a basic human need, though, is to connect with people. We're a social species. That's like studyable, that is like a basic human need that people are just depriving themselves of because it's too hard.
Well, yeah, and it's so easy to use, like, something made by a computer because it's made for you. It's made for you to like and for you to enjoy. It's a product, right? That's what it is. But talking to a person,
it's so hyper individualistic, though, that like I've been thinking about this with like micro trends in particular, and like people using AI like music specifically to listen to. The thing about
so weird.
It is weird, but the thing is, when you listen to only AI music made for you, you no longer listen to music that most people listen to. You no longer look at things that most people look at. I've kind of been enjoying, like, reveling in the fact that I am not unique. I am a stereotype, but that means that I belong somewhere and that there are people like me. And if you, like, if you go hyper individualistic with everything, where your music taste is only yours, your like media taste is only yours, everything is only yours all the time, you never belong anywhere.
You got too niche.
You got too niche. Yeah.
Yeah.
And being too niche is hard. That makes you lonely. It makes you lonely when that happens.
Yeah. So that's why, like, I opt for like physical media. Because
so fucking true.
Well, because look, there's a lot of niche stuff there too, and it's probably not stuff that you're gonna want to look for. But it's different than an algorithm that caters everything to you. You know how like that's part of why I didn't like Spotify. It barely gave me anything like new, or it would be.
To be fair, I don't like Discover Weekly on Spotify either. I mostly just find my new music through recommendations now from like people.
Well, on YouTube, I get recommended some shit that has like 4 views, like fucking like I actually just got I forget the name of the band. I'll probably
anybody who gets this on the recommended page is gonna be like it's gonna be like, I don't know, what's your current view count?
Like maybe up to 100.
Okay, then like 30 views or something.
Hey, drop some like rare beat. Well, don't put a link. I'm not clicking on. I'm gonna ban links actually, because I don't want y'all to like be like, oh, this is a song that my Mima made for me, and then I click on it and I get like a virus. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah,
if it's a YouTube link, it probably should be fine.
Slippery slope.
I don't know as much about computer viruses.
Okay, don't put a link. Please, like, put the title and who made it, and then I will look it up. I don't care if it's on YouTube or not. Just like I want
rare videos.
I want rare video. Like, I actually saw this video of, it was some like Japanese band, and the video was like literally 19 years old. And it was for this like random Japanese band, and the view count was like 64,000 or something like that. Right? YouTube knows I like to watch videos with low view counts, which is why it shows me more stuff like that. Like I really like drum and bass, and I get a lot of like very small drum and bass artists that show up on my algorithm now. But here's the thing, I don't live in a big enough city to have so much like variety, you know what I'm saying?
That's true, yeah.
And that's why like I feel like the I got too niche thing, that really sucks if you live in like a really small
in the middle
town.
of fucking nowhere.
If you when was that always no?
Yeah, that was always there. Yeah.
Never mind.
Just leave it there. It's fine.
Anyway, like, being too niche in a small town is, like, so isolating, but if you're, I feel like
Well, in a big
if you're
city,
in a
in a big
city-
city, you can be niche because even if you like something that like maybe a couple people like, hey, that's a couple people, you might be the
connection
only
is still
person.
there because there's a human being to talk to. That's why, like, small towns, the main thing I don't like about small towns is that if you want to talk to other people, sure, you could do that, but the way that most people do it now is on the internet, right?
If you have a niche interest.
If you have a niche interest, it's the easiest to find it, the most convenient to find it on the internet. But here's the thing, it's less of a human connection because it's very passive.
Yes.
Right. And that's,
you don't have to seek it out.
That's why I'm going for the physical media, because I know it's harder, but I'm okay with that. I think it's worth it. It's way more worth it to do things that are difficult. Like, I guess it could be like painful or whatever, but it doesn't have to be like that. It depends on your mentality for it. Like, every once in a while, like, since I've got Instagram off of this phone and it's like on my other one, where's it going? Oh, right. Since I don't have Instagram on my main phone, I have it on my like burner phone that I don't use because it like can't make phone calls or anything anymore.
Yeah.
It's like it's
Bare
effectively it's effectively a tablet at this point.
Like an iPod, like an old ass
Yeah,
iPod.
yeah, pretty much. So, right, it's such an effort to use an app that I know is slop. So I'm just think about it. Well, I kind of want to check in on everybody and blah blah blah. You can do that.
It's not that hard.
Yeah, you can check on people anyway. So just do it, right?
Yeah.
It's like, just talk to people, right? Give people a phone call. You can text them or whatever. Not everything has to be like packaged and like sent to you the way like a fucking post is when you follow somebody's account, right? It's too easy that way. But like talking to people one-on-one is like it's always more fulfilling because I'm actually getting up and like doing something like complementary to that. Yeah. Do you have anything to add?
I'm thinking about Instagram right now because I also have Instagram, but I kind of like the ease of being able to check in on everybody because I don't have. I'm gonna be honest. I'm suffering from success. I have too many people that I would want to talk to, and I really like focusing on quality versus quantity of relationships. And I feel like for acquaintances that I want to know what's going on with, but I don't want to forget about, social media is really good for that. I feel like that's why they made Facebook originally, is to like just add friends and then keep up with them. I think that's kind of what LinkedIn is right now. Like,
well, Facebook was originally made for...
Well, what Facebook was used for originally, not intended, yeah. What it got popular for doing was that.
It got popular for, basically, it's an easy way to check in and, like, learn about people and that type of thing. I'm pretty sure it used to basically just be, like, a Pokedex for, like, women at the college at Harvard. Yeah.
It's really funny.
Well, yeah, bro, Mark Zuckerberg. Come on, bro.
That guy's weird. We all know it.
Yeah, I feel like everybody knows it to a basic degree. Look, even the fucking movie they made about him, they like portrayed him as this like weirdo.
Yeah,
and like,
he is.
Well, I'm shocked that he wasn't like extremely pissed off and like get this shit banned now. You know what I'm saying?
Because he probably thought it was accurate.
Self-awareness is good.
Yeah.
Self-awareness is good.
And a little bit. Anyways, about Instagram, though, that's kind of what I use it for, is, like, the way that people originally used Facebook is basically, like, I don't know, everybody I meet nowadays, I'm just like, I don't know, give me your Instagram, and then I just check in on what they're doing. It's nice to see what people are up to, but
so
also...
you're not using it to, like, infinitely consume...
well, that's what I'm trying to not use it for. Instagram loves to make me infinitely consume anyways.
That's how they get you.
I know that's how they get you.
Yeah.
I have a timer on I have like a screen time timer that you can get on your phone that like stops the app after a certain amount of minutes using it.
Yeah.
So I have that, and I have it set for 10 minutes. So I can check in on people and like respond to people, but I don't scroll and I don't use it to.
What I noticed.
They don't always give me posts though. I try and keep up with people, but they don't always like give me. Even if I go to my following page, it's like, well,
people don't
following
post
page
because
is
they're
nice.
too busy scrolling.
True. Some people are busy posting. I also feel like when I go to my following page, I follow so many politics people, and they post every fucking day. I feel like I have to check it. I have to like scroll through so many politics things.
Just live in fear, like constantly.
But I don't want to be like ignorant. I want to know some of the things that they're telling me, but I just don't want it on my following page. I wish that I could like follow them and get their posts, but not on my following page.
Yeah.
They have a favorites tab now, but you can only add 50 favorites, which is not enough, people. That is not enough for your favorites.
I didn't even know that was what those used for. It's just a feature that was like, okay, and then I never used it. Like, same with the like friends.
The close friends.
The close.
Mm-hmm.
I don't use that shit. The fuck.
I don't use it either.
Well, I
don't use it because if I want my friends to see, like, I don't know, I don't have close enough friends that I'm like sharing personal stuff with, I guess. I mean, like, what would I want to put on my close friends that I wouldn't just share to anybody else in the world? Like, unless if it's like nudes, but you shouldn't be posting nudes to Instagram anyways.
Yeah. Just bring back a mailing list, bruh.
Yeah. At that point, like, if I'm wanting to get in close contact with like my 10 closest friends, I'm just gonna text them. Like, if I'm posting something to Instagram, the point is that I want all of my weird acquaintances to see it. Not, I mean, my friends can look at it too, but
you should just make a website.
I know, it's on my to-do list. It will just take so much work. I'm being lazy. Yes, I am well aware and self-aware enough to say that I am just being lazy about it.
Yeah. Well, you know,
I'm doing too much stuff.
I say this to everybody, like, deadass, if you have the time, which most people, like, you can make the time. It's just, you have to cut things out of your life that, you know, are not really that important. Like, well, you're in school.
I was gonna say
you're in school, but I'm working all the time. I feel like, again, if I lived in a commune, I had to work a little bit less because, you know, all I'm, you know, I don't know. It should be like, you should pay into a set amount or like a set percentage of like what you have, and then the rest of what you have you can use for like whatever. Yeah. Well, because like what's the rent on like a 16-bedroom like?
16 bedroom.
That's crazy, but like
that's a mansion at that point.
Well, like a 4 or 5 room house or something. What's the rent on that?
Oh, like $2,000 maybe.
Yeah, but then split that up among everybody.
Yeah, split that.
That's like $100.
No.
No, for how many people?
For four people, that would be 500. For 5 people, that would be 400. So 400 to 500.
How many rooms did I say?
4 to 5.
Oh. Okay, so like
No matter what, if you're living with a bunch of people, your rent will probably be about 400 per person.
Yeah. So, but
even if you get more rooms, that's.
But if you think about it, that's like you could part-time hours with that. Now try to do that with.
I'm getting blinded.
Try to do that with like a 2-bedroom apartment. You're gonna be broke as fuck forever.
Yeah.
Like that, you know. If you want to avoid the expensive ass apartments, then live in a larger building.
Also live in an older building.
Oh yeah.
Don't be afraid to live in something that's a little run down if you want to save money.
Well, bro, what would be hilarious, right?
Ideally, I have a house that I can just do repairs on. God, I want a house so bad.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I'll do when I get home.
Get a house?
Yeah, go save up money and buy a house.
I'll live there.
I wouldn't mind living
at some point.
I almost doxed myself.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't mind living in that particular city that I was about to say.
If I need to edit that out, I will, bro.
No, it's fine.
Okay, fire.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know. Well, anyway. Yeah.
I like the houses there. I think they're nice. I like their setup. But yeah, I want a house. I feel like if you even if it is a little rundown, I mean that'll be cheaper, but you gotta put in work to it.
I should just look for like a big ass house and then ask like my friends, hey, do you guys want to live in this?
Yeah, because if you asked me that, my immediate answer would be yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is such a good idea.
You should just do that. Yeah.
Okay.
New summer plan.
New summer plan.
Ask my friends to live with me.
Ooh, actually, you know what would be the best thing to do in that? Home garden.
Yes, I would garden. I know how to garden. I would do that.
Well, I could deal with like chickens and stuff.
Dude, if I only had to pay 400 in rent a month, I could work like part-time.
Well, if you think about it, right? If we had a whole group of people working part-time, but we all have enough money to like do shit, then that is literally like living a very like lush, like calm. That's a pretty, maybe not easy life, but like easy life. Easier life, right? Because what do we have now where people are like, well, I had to work a full-time job because I have to make money for my family. Okay, well, what if it was like a 2-family house? Boom.
What if you lived with another family?
Well, now you have so much time, but like it feels like we have no time to do anything because everything's about like working.
God, I do want to just work a part-time job and paint all the time. Paint, garden, work people yearn to not work.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
People, oh, nobody wants to work anymore. Yeah, no shit. You didn't want to work either, but you did it anyway. You did it anyway because you had to. Now you want everybody to do it. You want everybody to be so focused on work. Why? What's the point in that?
You want everybody else to be miserable.
Well, yeah, I don't want other people to be miserable. Like, if I had kids, you think I'd just, like, be like, you're gonna get A's or you're not gonna get anything. Whatever.
If they don't get A's, then just help them understand
the subject. If they don't get A's, and help them. Like, bruh, I don't know if they're...
Also, grades and standardizing is not...
If they're doing really, 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 really bad in school, I'm gonna be like, oh, I need to, like, help them with... Like, maybe they have a learning disability or they're being bullied or something.
The thing about grades, though, is that they're not even a good standard of whether or not if you're learning or not. They're, like, standardized grades and tests are not actual learning.
Well, so. Yeah, we could improve that system as well. Like, like with A, B, and C. Well, no. Do you know enough to, like, get through this class or not? That's it.
Well...
It should just be pass or fail. Like,
and now we have No Kid Left Behind, and it's just... This is my education hot take. I think we should hold kids back. We don't hold kids back anymore because of No Kid Left Behind. But if the kid doesn't understand the subject, hold him back. Like,
well, it also shouldn't
hold them back.
Shouldn't be like a big deal if they get held back.
No, like, it should just be seen as you need more time to learn this subject, which is fine.
Well, but people are like, well, what if a college sees that? Well, what if colleges like we're okay with that? Why don't we just make it...
Why don't we just make people okay with that?
Yeah, why don't we just standardize that instead of being like, well, in 3rd grade you got held back, so sorry, I can't let you into this college. What? That's dumb. Even in high school, we shouldn't be doing that, because high school's hard.
Yeah.
Look, like, middle school's hard, high school's hard. Why? It's because, well, you're dealing with a bunch of, like, kids that are just hitting puberty or, like, post-puberty, and, like, their brains are developing and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be dumb. You're going to be dumb at that age, so why is it such a pivotal point in our life? Like, that's very stressful for, like, a young mind to have to deal with. So why is that so pivotal? Like, sure, you can get your GED or whatever, but, like, a lot of people, you got your GED, bum. Why is it like that?
Why is it like that? You got your GED. That means you graduated high school. That's good. That is a good thing.
Yeah, so what it took you longer? Oh, well, you didn't do it in the time frame that we wanted you to, so we hate you and we think you're above. It's just a class thing.
It's just a class thing. That's all it is. Not graduating high school is a poor people thing, and people who look down on people who get their GED just means that they're looking down on them for being poor, because most people who have a GED are poor and didn't have good education. Like,
but in my town, it was a mix. There were those people that were just poor, and they're like, well, I can't do this. I have to help my mom. Like, I'm working.
I had kids like that too.
Like, I knew people that they had to just.
That's all of my family.
They had to like work a part-time job somewhere because they wanted to help their family, and that's the thing. Well, if your mom lived if your mom had other people around that would be able to help, and y'all all work together, then it wouldn't be a big deal, and you wouldn't have to do that, right? You could still go to school, right? But just get out of the mentality of, well, everything's about me, because it's not. it's not. That's just the truth of the matter. Not everything's about you.
Don't take it so personally.
So basically, what I'm saying is, there are people like that, which is pretty sad, and I don't know how else to put it. It is sad that there are people that have to do that. But I also knew people that just wanted to just smoke bowls. Knew plenty of people that were like that.
Yeah.
Just like, well, you know, I hate school. I literally hate school. I'm too good for school. So I'm gonna be a bum.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a bum and smoke weed all the time. Unfortunately, I ran. I ran in these circles. I'm aware.
Like,
Can we get something else to talk about?
now?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Not like.
Let's stop the video now. All right, we're back with more food. Can I go eat?
I got the Cinnabon bites. Yes, of course you can. You drove me here.
Thank you.
Sharing is caring.
Okay. That's I made that worse than it had to be. We're playing copyrighted music. I'm not trying to get a strike for like an hour-long video. Didn't realize it was 45 minutes long, by the way. I thought we were on like 12 minutes or something.
No.
But no, we're just talking about the same thing like over and over pretty much. Alright, anyway. Point of that. Actually, what do you think the point of the video was?
Live in a commune.
Low-key. Help other people.
Yep.
Like, I don't know.
Be nice. Oh my god. Blinded. Never mind.
I don't know. The end goal, like literally the solution to everything, well, maybe not everything.
Build community.
Is to build a community.
Live in community.
And low-key, like, a commune would work for a lot of, like, smaller communities, I feel like. Again, different than, like, communism. Living in a commune is just living in a commune. And yes, I know that they're not perfect. But yeah, work together.
Our economy's kind of fucked right now.
Yeah, we're kind of cooked.
We kind of need it.
Alright, anyway.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. Thank you for joining me. Okay, y'all. See y'all later.